you. Hi everyone. I'm so honored to be here. My name is Ayu, and I'm currently in grade 12, a student at the Green School, Bali, Indonesia. Um, the first slide in the left is my friend who is also a photographer shared this on their Instagram story in 2018. The two plastic cups, and then when I click to the next one, is the photo on the right. I want you to just look. Sorry. Can you go back, please? I want you to just look at this picture for a second and read it. Okay, thank you for the next slide. Can you please? Yeah. Living a normal life in Bali, I am aware that I was part of the cause. Every day, from my consumption of food, the trips I go on, and the waste I produce, I actually thought I was so involved in it that I didn't even have the rights to oppose it. No matter what I would do to reduce my personal consumption, it would never be enough to solve the problem. But when I started studying at the Green School, being in a space and community that is very aware of climate change and issues around the world, I was beyond excited that not only did the people I meet here have the same anxiety, but they're also doing something about it. For 4 years, I have lived in between two different communities, the local and expat and environment. I've been in the world of sustainability and learned about how we can act and make change from small things to speaking up. However, at the same time, I felt really sad that the people in my local community didn't have the same understanding. And since then, it has become my mission to share the knowledge I received from the Green School with the local community. And that's the photo is the middle one. That's me. So next slide, please. I use my voice to advocate and raise awareness on how important it is to manage our waste and to be responsible consumers. I organize trash walks, local climate events, and creative programs that aim to educate the local youth around the topic. For 2 years, I felt like I was on a roller coaster. When I was on the top of it, I felt hopeful with the wind rushing through my hair, the blood pumping through my veins, and a scream escaping from the very depths of my soul, a scream of excitement, exhilaration, and at the same time, I felt the fear. Then, when the COVID-19 pandemic hit, it was when my roller coaster, I felt like lost its momentum. I was helpless again. I felt like my energy was drained, let alone speaking up for other people. I sometimes lost my motivation to do online schools. I knew I needed to do something that makes me happy to keep my motivation going. And thank God I like being around people, and there were some NGOs and organizations that needed volunteers. So next slide. So I started volunteering. I looked for organizations that needed volunteers in doing their marketing and social works. It was something that made me happy and motivated me again. I also used my social media as my platform to learn more about the current situation and share what I was doing. I started organizing activities and trash walks again on a small scale, of course. Doing online webinars and sharing sessions was also my way to raise awareness and keep the conversation going about the environmental issues and what we can do locally in our community. Like this opportunity here, I'm so honored to be here with everyone. And being a circle of youth in Utopia is also a platform. So Utopia is also a platform for me and for the other youth, I believe, to again learn from each other and share our experiences in the situation of COVID. So I'm very grateful in this COVID situation. I can still be part of something big for my community. And so back again when COVID first hit, when it was such a sudden transition, and now like from the normal and then COVID, and then we had to do quarantine. And now after 2 years, I have learned that this is actually time for us, or at least I have the moment of realization for me to reflect on myself and prepare myself for the next sudden disaster like climate change. Next slide. But I know I don't want climate change. It is happening now, but I don't want another disaster, a sudden disaster again. I don't want to feel helpless again. So I know I need to prepare campaigns and actions and start doing it and start the action. So COVID-19 is the time for us to be young activists, for me to be a young activist, prepare actions and campaign and start it. And I started and I will start small for doing what I like and um, and connecting it to the passion and to something that I care about. And I will start doing this. So will you join me and start small? Thank you.